You just
Good.
talked about getting a restart for NXT UK now. Is it more like you want to not start at the beginning, but you cannot really pick up where you left off? It's such a long time since the last episodes that aired. So how do you look at that?
Yeah, there's some components of when we were last on the air that you don't want to just, make as if it didn't happen. At the same point in time, there's a lot of people coming in that, it's been a while and they might not remember that. And even if they do remember it, they're coming in with somebody new that hasn't watched before, maybe. And that's an exciting opportunity for us to re-engage fans. So while I don't think we're going to have talent walking out saying, "Hi, my name is Walter, I'm the UK champion," we're looking to sort of put a platform together that can reinvest you into who those performers are, what their motivations are, who they are as athletes, and why they're doing this, and really, while continuing the story, re-engage you from a beginning standpoint to say, this is what the brand is. I can tell you that it's very exciting. And while we're here next week shooting, the content will start airing on September 17th. It's going to be exciting. And again, I can't state enough that our partnership with BT allows us to do things we've never done before, present this in a way like never before, with technology like never before, but also dig in sort of behind the scenes and the sort of the reality around what it takes to do this. And I think that's an exciting opportunity that will engage fans in a way that they've never really had that opportunity before.
So this Wednesday, we saw title change with Breezango becoming the new tag team champions at NXT, beating Fabian Aichner and Marcel Bartel. And they weren't really featured that much during the title reign. There were 2 takeover events during the time, and we didn't have a tag team championship match on the shows. So it more or less felt like, not like placeholder, but obviously Imperium could have been featured more, I would say. Is it like that you're looking at bringing them back now at NXT UK? Obviously, you don't want to spoil any plans, but how do you look how the tag team situation played out over the summer?
Yeah, so, one of the difficulties, and let me just say first that Fabian and Marcel, 2 of the most amazing athletes I've ever seen, future incredibly bright. And I wouldn't want anybody to take anything that they've done as a negative. The truth is we've been trying really hard to make the best product we can in a really difficult situation. And I can't state how hard it is to everybody that as we, WWE never really came off the air. NXT really never came off the air. We've been continuing to make that product. But along the way, injuries happen, moments in time where talent can't perform happen. It's just been a difficult process. So along that way, you talk about the takeovers, and there were in both those instances, there were moments in time that didn't allow us to feature them in the way that we wanted to. There were, moments in time where right before everything happened, talent went to Raw or SmackDown and went to a different location. But the situation that came right after that prevented us from really building that out the way we wanted to, and getting that to the next level. So I think you see a bit of a refresh, not only in the UK, but in the US as well, of, okay, we can sort of kind of get back to business as well. And take into account that right in the beginning of this, we had talent that were in the US that we had to take a moment in time to say, man, there's some things coming here that might prevent people from traveling. And I want to get the people that aren't necessarily from here home to their families and be able to take care of their families and everything else that they can, the product coming just behind that. Right. So there were a lot of talent that we lost because we sent them, back to England or back to wherever, and so that they could be in the right places for them personally. It's been a lot to navigate, and when one domino falls, they all fall. So you're kind of picking up pieces along the way. And I can't say enough how amazing of a talent those guys are, both Fabian and Marcel. And I'm excited not only to see where they go in NXT in the US, but also NXT UK, because with Imperium, with Walter and Alexander, there's so much there, and they're such an exciting duo. or group.
So how is it going to work with the audience there? Is the first taping like with no audience at all at the studio, and are you looking at bringing in like training talent like in the US show in the future? So it might be for a while the new standard to produce at the BT Sports Studio.
So obviously with the technology that BT's studio brings to the table, there won't be fans there live in attendance, but the opportunity for us to bring a technology standpoint better, a different level, right? A little bit of this is experimentation in this first round to see what we can do successfully, what works and what doesn't. But I think as you've seen in the US with Thunderdome, there's an opportunity to bring fans in a different way that can be very meaningful at all times. And while it's still not possible in the UK, and I will say this, that obviously for us, the lifeblood of WWE, what we do, you know, sport, you can have sport without fans. Now it certainly helps to have them, but the goal of just winning and losing and the anticipation of that in what we do, the one of the magic things of WWE is our fan base. I cannot tell you how much we miss them and cannot wait for them to come back. They are what we do. They're the lifeblood of it. They are the heartbeat. They are all of it. And so getting them back into arenas to see us is the absolute goal. But any way that we can continue to put out content for our fans and amazing product for our fans and do it in a safe way and in a way that we can give that to them in an exciting way. If we have to use technology to do that or whatever that is, that's what we're going to try to accomplish. As far as exactly what it is, I won't know until we turn the lights on, but we're going to do everything we can to make sure that it's spectacular, as is BT.